Today's stage, a short road section from Tajika to Attar before the main stage itself of 361 kilometers. All the way to Attar. Storm continued this morning at the start in Tajika as the locals saw people off. Even the locals were wrapped up to try and keep themselves safe against the sand. David Fretenier, by definition, first on the road today after having won the stage from Surat to Tajik. Look at that landscape. How hard can it get? It was difficult for Fretenier though, because although he started first on the road, there is a gap of 2 minutes between each rider behind him. That meant that Fretenier was really there to be shot. All the others could only follow his dust, follow his tracks and catch him up. Remember that the others being on 660s and Fretenier being on a 450 single, the others have just got the legs upon him. Fretenier tried to break ahead with his Yamaha ahead of those pesky 660 KTMs. The KTMs though had the strength, they soon caught him up through the soft dunes. They were all together, everybody, the leading 6-7 riders in this year's Dakar, all travelling as one great big literal caravan out there in the desert. As Alfie Cox got roosted. David Fretenier then got stuck and roosted once more. Rooster your mate. Look how soft that sand is. Then David Fretenier got stuck in the sand momentarily. Look at that bike just dropping away down the other side of a broken dune. That sand so soft, almost like talcum powder, as they're paddling their way through, trying to get the machine going. And this is even before the first control points. Mark Comer started the stage, leading the rally overall, ahead of Cyril Desprez by a handful of seconds in over 18 hours of running. Andy Caldicott from Australia started the stage in third position, but it was all going to get mixed up once they had all travelled together during today's 361 kilometre stage. Then it got rocky towards the end of the stage. Comer, Fretenier coming through past your shot there as the sandstorm continued. At least it wasn't that hot, but then a defining moment. David Fretenier decided to go out on his own to try and find his own way. Would it be working for the Frenchman or would it backfire? The lighter 450 Yamaha nearly throwing Fretenier over the front of the bars, but if anybody's got motorcycle control on the Dakar, it is the Frenchman. A moment of solitude to work out where the hell he was going to go. Soon though they got to the refuelling, and it was Fretenier who had the advantage. The gamble had paid off, he says. I saw the track ahead of me, but it was slightly to the right. I saw them go to the left, but I went right. I was sure it was the best way to go. Absolutely sure of it.
J'étais sûr de moi, donc je préfère m'écouter et je crois que j'ai choisi la bonne option.
Well, David, it did work. Here's Fabrizio Mioni. Now, Mioni eventually had a good stage. He finished up second on the stage. Won't tell you who won it at the moment, but Mioni finished up second on the stage. Well in touch with today's stage winner. Mioni now leads the rally overall. He's leapt up from 5th overall to lead. The winner of the stage, though, Esteve Puyol. Coming home the victor this evening, Esteve Puyol from Spain. He's jumped up 2 places in the overall standings from 8th to 6th.
At the moment it's difficult to pull away. We're all on the same size motorcycle, so it's very difficult just to ride away in a straight line. Everybody has the same size engine, so sure, you know. Frétigny found a good way through the dunes, and yeah, he's a little bit in front, but I think it's very fast going home, and the smaller bike doesn't have a chance.
Absolutely right. Frétigny losing that advantage at the refueling for the motorcycles. How can we get an interview with Alfie Cox? Well, it's a 15-minute neutralised zone. In days of old, when it was just a free-for-all, it was a little bit chaotic and a little bit dangerous with all that fuel sloshing around, with riders tapping their wristwatches. Frétigny's gamble didn't pay off. He eventually fell down the order. He finished 15th today on the stage, 16 minutes behind the winner, Esteban Pujol. What a shame for the Frenchman, being so successful on the nimble 450 Yamaha, battling against the KTMs out of Mattighofen in Austria. Esteban Pujol rocking up the winner from Mioni. Palander's Ullavarsæter from Norway finishing third today. Andy Caldicott from South Australia fourth. Alfie Cox fifth today. Giovanni Sala sixth. Here's Marek Dabrowski from Poland. He got an 8th position today. Dabrowski 12th overall. Here's Sala 6th today. He's 9th overall. Esteban Pujol, victor of today's stage, 6th overall. So the Spaniard Esteban Pujol with his Repsol KTM being victorious ahead of Mioni Ullavarsæter, Andy Caldicott and Alfie Cox. In the overall, Mioni leapfrogging up to the lead ahead of Dupre, Caldicott, Coma and Cox in 5th. Coma losing today the lead. Esteban Pujol 6th, Ullavarsæter, David Frétigny still 8th, Sala and then Chris Blaise, the rookie, in 10th. Esteban Pujol saying this is my first day without any problems at all. I started in 9th this morning, 18 minutes after the leaders, but I caught them up. A perfect day. A good way to gain some minutes. A good way to jump up the overall standings.
Fabrizio
Mioni today now the overall leader, saying a difficult stage. Difficult because it was stony, soft in the sand, and just before the first control point my second trip was out. I had to do a lot of navigation only with my GPS and just the roadbook sometimes. I prefer to take my own way without following others, but sometimes I had to go back and take a different route. And last time I think I've done a good job with my navigation. At the refueling point I repaired my trip and it was then easier for the last part of the stage. I made no mistakes. Good stage for navigation, as only the Dakar can really offer.
Quindi poteva andar meglio, ma in ogni caso va bene, una tappa di navigazione bella come bisogna qui alla Dakar.
Palander's Ullavarsæter saying in front they made some mistakes with regards to the navigation. I caught them up. After that we were all together for most of the day. Then it was not easy to escape. We got lost a couple of times or so, but then we got back all together again.